in Kansas anymore.
Hey guys, hope you are going well and welcome back to another Foreign Film Friday. I'm really sorry that I didn't put out a review for last month. I feel like I haven't been watching nearly as much foreign cinema as I usually do, or maybe it's just that they've been harder to find and not like releasing in cinemas in my area. Anyway, I put out on Twitter what I should review for this month, and a movie writer friend of mine who focuses in Indian cinema suggested one that is actually available on Netflix, and that is the movie Pink. Pink is the Indian Hindi language film, which is a film really in two halves. The first half being this crime, mystery, thriller type, and a second half turning into a bit of a courtroom drama. The protagonists of this film are three young, modern, outgoing women. They're very progressive, they've got jobs, they've got social lives, living in South Delhi. They have an altercation with a group of young men. It's unclear what it is at first, but it's some form of self-defense against these men. In the attack on the women, one of the men actually gets hurt, so he files assault charges and things kind of go from there. It sticks. Minal is arrested and charged with assault. The injustice of it all is absolutely outrageous. That these young men are trying to get away with their misbehavior isn't a strong enough word, it's assault like over these women just brings out the real sort of stigmas within this society against modern women. And by modern women, I mean independent, progressive women who make their own choices, and if they want to go out at night and party and drink, so they should, because that's their choice. It does not mean that they're targets or that they're easy prey or that they're immoral and deserve anything less than having the right to choose and the right to consent. It doesn't matter how much makeup you're wearing, it does not matter how short your skirt is. If you say no, that means no. Of course, as a woman, I do empathize on a really raw, instinctual level about the gender imbalances that this movie is trying to tackle. And as the film goes into the second half of the movie, which is a really intense, emotional courtroom drama, the girls have this lawyer, this cantankerous lawyer played by one of India's most legendary actors, Amitabh Bachchan. The film reiterates the moral of itself again and again. In terms of script writing, while the beginning of Pink is so interesting with what is going on between these two groups of men and women and who's in the right and who's in the wrong, and the film kind of goes backwards to piece together what really happened on the night of the initial assault and how things escalated. All of that is absolutely fascinating. And then as it delves into becoming more of a courtroom drama, I did feel that the impact was lessened as things were explained verbally and literally. Like the morals of what the greater story was trying to say was literally told to me a few too many times. Just a few too many times for my more subtle Western movie tastes. It's fantastic that a Bollywood film is taking on a subject matter like this. It's almost like revolutionary, because Bollywood is so often criticized for being sexist, for being demeaning to women, and for not addressing political issues at all. I say that like I've seen so many Bollywood films. I've never watched Bollywood movies at all. This is just what I've read. Pink is very, very interesting and a very worthy film. I've heard a lot of people say it's more accessible generally than a lot of Bollywood films. It's more accessible to Western audiences to get a little bit of insight into a culture that is struggling between its traditional old-fashioned values in a modern world. I am so thankful to be born in this time in history, in this place in history, and have all the rights and liberties that I do. And that might sound really dramatic, but I am. Let me tell you, next year is 2018, and in 2018, women in Saudi Arabia will be legally allowed to drive a car. 2018, and this law is only about to come into effect, and it's not just a simple law. It's going to have a lot of backlash, and I'm sure a lot of women are going to be killed over this issue. So this is the year 2018 and this is still happening. So films like this are really, really important, and they're not to be taken lightly, no matter how overt the subtext is coming across in the filmmaking aspect. Okay, let's leave it there before I run off on an unrelated tangent. Guys, they are my thoughts on the Indian movie Pink. I appreciated all the messages of this film and definitely think it is worthwhile checking out. It is currently available to stream on Netflix. That is it from me. Make sure you leave me your recommendations of what I should review for next month's Foreign Film Friday. I am really searching out for some new release foreign films. Like, I just need to expand a little bit and see some new current foreign stuff. I've been watching too much TV lately. There is so much good TV to binge on. Guys, don't forget you can also subscribe to my channel, keep up to date with my other movie and TV reviews, and I'll see you next time. Bye.